Yes, our dear ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much tonight for your attention and for viewing us live from TJ Aguna Show. We know very well that TJ Aguna Show is all about the Christian's name. Here we talk about what is required in our life as a Christians and what is our need, what is our value as a Christian. We need to see unto our identity, our real identity, our real life, so we speak out to the world. This is our time to reach the world of social media, and this is our time to reach everywhere, every corner of this world. I just want to say thank you so much for your attention today. Please remember to please follow TJ Aguna Show. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please remember to follow up on the Instagram. Okay, we have a word on the Instagrams as well on Twitter. So today, unto us in the studio, we have our brother Luka Yak, not just an ordinary brother. This is a son of God, a most powerful gentleman in the church. You know, Luka Yak has been serving in the church as a deacon for a number of years in the church. So he has been a very total committed member. His mission is to work the Christ. He is a very dedicated young boy in the church. So today, onto our amazing topics with you, Luka Yak, we're going to elaborate us more on how we could understand that do we still care for God's property? I think you did have this question very well. Meaning our topic of today is, do we still care for God's property? Marcus, very well. Thank you, Luka Yak in the studio.
Thank you, my brother Taban Joseph.
Thank you. I'm pleased to host you today.
Thank you.
It has been a pleasure to me to have you at TJ Aguna Show. You know, it has been long. You know, I've been trying to reach you, but wasn't easy. We thank God today, same last year, and today possible that we happen to meet today. I guess I might have not introduced you well. Can you try to introduce yourself to our audience today so that they could listen and know exactly who you are?
I am by name Luka Yak. That is my real name. And I was get the message in 2014 in Wow. This is where I get the message. And when I came to Juba, God, even in other way that I did not know, I was just passing on the roadside and I get the signboard. Seventh-day Adventist near in my home. So I went there, I find the church. And this is the center now where I worshiping the living God in the Budel.
Yes.
So, and I meet with my brother Taban Joseph today to discuss more why do we still care for the God property.
Thank you.
Taban Joseph.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, our viewer. This is a brief about my brother Luka Yak on God properties. Without delaying, we go deep into our discussion for tonight. Look at that. God's property.
Yes.
So, what is it all about? God properties? Anyone should, you know, people can say God properties. If you talk about God properties, what do you mean exactly?
So, in actually, what do we mean about why do we still care for the God property? And what are the property of the God? So, property of the God, yes, there are the God property. Like what? Human being is a God property.
Yes.
Animal is a God property.
So those are the examples of
Yes,
God.
those are examples. Bird, these are all God property. Even insect.
Insect, yes.
Yes, they are all God property.
Mountain,
even eggs, golds, sea, water, these are the God what?
God's properties.
Yes.
Wow, so almost everything on earth are God's properties.
Yes.
Wow. So how
including you and I.
Eh,
Yes.
So, but you need to be quite technical here, including me and you.
And you.
All of us are
This is
God
human
properties.
being, yes. I mean human being.
So, our viewers, do you have this point? You, you and me, we are God's property. This is very powerful. We have a lot of things belongs unto God, But the most sensible part is you and me. So today we are into deep discussion about God's properties. So Luka Yak, how really, okay, let me come back to our question. Our question said, how do we really take care of God's property? How do we really take care of this God's property? If not they are God's property, we see God here, God is not here with us. Okay? But is now us here. But how can we take care of these God's properties?
Very good question. Very good question. The God property, as I said before, I make example, you and I, we
Yes.
are the God property.
Yes.
And how do we take care for ourselves
Yes.
as a God property? One, sometimes we do what God is not recommend us to do.
Yes.
Like example, like drinking
Alcohol.
taking any clean food,
And unclean food.
unclean food, yes.
So if you talk about unclean food, what do you mean?
Any clean food like fish. There are fish and pig. Pig, this is a God property. Pig is a God property, but God recommend you not to take it like pig.
Oh.
Yes, you don't eat pig.
Okay,
As a Seventh-day Adventist or has the calcium, God recommend us not to eat the pig.
Okay.
And the pig without the scales.
Okay.
So
Continue telling us.
These are the property of the God. And human being itself. Human being itself is a God property. We need to do the right thing.
Okay. Now,
Yes.
Now, is there any special way for us to, if we look unto ourselves, because you mentioned something like alcohol, you mentioned something like cigarette, and
Yes.
eating food. But how can we take care of really ourselves? Because these things has effects in our body.
Yes, of course. This thing have effect in our body and has the effect on the God side.
Okay. Can you tell us?
Because God is the one giving you the responsibility. He creating you in His own image, and it is you to take the decision to take care for Him. Not is the one to direct you, but the Holy Spirit will be the one to direct you to take care for the better way and do the good thing.
Okay, if you talk about Holy Spirit, that means God, Holy Spirit,
Yes.
is closer to you.
It's closer to us.
And is there to help us, to direct us to do good things.
Of course, it's there.
So those are the part of the God's property.
Yes, those are the God property. And wherever you do, you need to remember what? You need to remember God. Because God said, don't do this. The temple or your body is my property.
Okay, now you mentioned other properties like water, like mountains, like gold, other minerals, and fish, bird and hair, grasses, might be anything like God properties. How can we really take care of those things as God's children on earth?
You know, God created the man in His own image.
Yes.
And when He created the man, He were all everything in the bed for God signed the man to take care for what He has created.
Yes, yes.
So you take care for the mountain, you take care for the bed, you take care for the everything. As you, the human being, God was the one signing you to take care of all those
I like this part. I like this point, Okay, the issue is with all those resources of God.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Like you're meaning I'm in charge of them. Okay? All of us are in charge of all those God properties. So we are there to take care of them.
Yes, we are there to take care
So,
of them.
God assigned us to take care of those.
Oh God, yes.
Wow. So is it a problem if I didn't take care of it? Is it a problem to me with God if I didn't take care of His property?
It's not a problem.
Why?
But the problem is that because when God created the man, He signed on the duty.
Yes.
And it will be you to monitoring them. Like will you use it? And how will you see it? And how they are going on?
You are slaughter.
Yes.
Okay, that means I have the right to kill them.
Of course.
If I kill them, I did not misuse. If I use it for the right purpose.
Yeah, it's okay.
And that is how God needs us to use it.
Yeah, that is how God needs us to use it.
God's property.
Yes, God's property.
So what is the major point exactly do you see here in this topic? We see God properties here tonight for us.
Yeah, the major fact we need to see is that we need to take care of ourselves as the property of the God by doing the right thing in the right place. By allowing the Holy Spirit to guiding us in all everything that we do. And we don't involve ourselves for any recommend one or anything that God don't want us to do. Like there are other things that God does not want us to do. We need to take care for ourselves as the temple of what? Of the living God.
Okay, is there any verse? Is there any verse in the Bible? Okay, is there any text from the Bible you can refer us to about these God properties?
Yes, there are many. There are many verses in the Bible,
Okay.
that God refers us to take. One, we have Psalm 24, verse 1.
Verse 20, okay, some book of Psalms 24.
Psalm of 24,
Verse 1.
Yes. So, book of Psalm of 24, verse 1, it says, God created the man